So it's been a month since the dirt bike came out in Riders Republic, and I think it's a good time to sit down and talk about the state of the game, where it's at right now and what could be next for the future of the game. The dirt bike dropped about a month ago, and honestly, I've been having a lot of fun with it. The community reaction has been mixed. Some like how it feels, the animation and all of that. It fits really well with the whole vibe of Riders Republic, but there's also people who don't like how it turned out. The main complaint I've seen, and I totally get it, is that it doesn't come with a career. It's just a standalone toy. So you can use it in events and free roam, but there's no career progression, and I think that's what people really wanted. The last new sport that actually had a full career was the skateboard, and that was like 2 years ago now. So I get the frustration. The toy itself is good, but people just want more structure, more to do with it. Honestly, I still enjoy the dirt bike a lot. The handling feels good to me. It's not super realistic, but I don't think it's trying to be. It's clearly more on the arcade style, which fits the rest of the game. Some players say the physics are off, and that it doesn't really behave like a real dirt bike. But I actually like that. It's fast, it's smooth, and it's fun. And at the end of the day, that's what matters to me. I wanna give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, Instant Gaming. If you want the newest games without paying full price, this is perfect. Instant Gaming has discounts on everything: PC, Xbox, PlayStation. You can actually get Riders Republic at a really good price here. The keys come straight from publishers, so it's completely safe and legit. You'll also find pre-orders, gift cards, and in-game currencies all in one place. And the best part, I'm running a monthly giveaway, so one of you can win any game you want on any platform completely free. If that sounds good, check Instant Gaming today using my link in the description. Now back to the video. Now, something really interesting just happened last week: the Riders Proto track test. Ubisoft opened a way for them to test future gameplay features before adding them to the main game. This time, they were testing a new version of the free-for-all and mass races, where tricks and drifts give you boost, and then you can use that boost to knock down your opponents. It sounds kind of crazy, but it actually makes sense. It adds a new layer of strategy. You have to time your tricks during the race to gain boost, but also make sure you don't lose speed or mess up your line. I played a few rounds, and honestly, it's a great idea. It makes the races way more engaging because you're not just holding accelerate and hoping for good turns. You actually have to think about the tricks you do, how to line them up, and how to use the boost properly. But it's not perfect. Some people noticed that you can kind of cut parts of the race since there weren't standard checkpoints like a normal mass race. I also think the KO system, where you can knock people out, needs some balance. If you're in first place, it's almost impossible to get hit, but if you're in second and someone hits you, it's really hard to come back because of the respawn delay. So yeah, it's a fun idea, it just needs some tweaks. Maybe make it a special type of mass race instead of replacing the old ones. That way both systems can exist. But overall, I really like that they are experimenting. This is exactly the kind of stuff the game needs: new mechanics, fresh ideas, and they say they will keep testing things on the Proto track server in the future, which gives me hope. Now let's talk about the future, what could actually come next. Because after the dirt bike, it feels like they could go in a few directions. One thing people have been asking for forever is rollerblades. It just makes sense. We have bikes, snowboards, skis, skateboards. Rollerblades would fit right in. You could use them in skate parks, on the road, even mix them into some trick events. Another idea I think would be awesome is a water sports update. Imagine jet skis, wakeboarding, or kayaking, just exploring lakes and rivers. It would open up so many possibilities for new areas and challenges. It would be awesome. But honestly, what I think we really need more than anything is a map expansion. The current map is still great, probably one of the best open worlds Ubisoft has made, but it's been the same since launch. Yeah, they have added new parks on top of it, like the BMX update park or the skate update park, but it would be amazing to get an entirely new region. If you've played Steep, you'll remember they added new maps like Japan and Alaska. That kind of update would completely change the vibe of Riders Republic. A new environment, new terrain, new hidden spots, it would bring back that feeling of discovery that the game had early on. I think that's what could really revitalize the game. A big, fresh area to explore. I also really hope they give the dirt bike an actual career mode at some point. It's such a missed opportunity to have this amazing new sport and not build events around it. Even if it's a smaller set of missions or some different dirt bikes, it would make a big difference. And the park creator, I love it. It's one of the best parts of the game right now. The fact that you can build tracks, skate parks or events and share them is amazing. But there's definitely room to improve. I'd love to see more objects and maybe more freedom with the terrain. They have added some nice stuff recently like color customization, multi-selection and replay mode, but I think they can keep building on that. It's already a strong foundation and it just needs more polish. Also, there's a nice little bonus going on right now. If you've played Steep before, you can claim 750 Riders Republic coins for free through Ubisoft Connect. And if you've never played Steep, it's actually on Game Pass right now, so you can just launch it once and it still counts. That's probably the most generous thing I've seen them do in this game, honestly. It's not a huge amount, but it's a cool gesture, especially for players who have been with the series since Steep. There's also some smaller things I'd love to see down the line, like maybe a parkour rework to make the foot movement smoother, or even a kayak DLC. Imagine padding through a new national park, that would be such a different vibe, and just exploring and relaxing. And more exploration content in general would be nice. Not everything has to be competitive. A lot of people, including me, just enjoy cruising through the world, finding cool spots and chilling. So yeah, the dirt bike was a really good step forward for Riders Republic. It's not perfect, but it shows they are still adding meaningful stuff to the game. The Proto track tests are a really good sign that they are experimenting again, and that gives me a lot of hope for the future. What I want to see next is a mix of a bunch of things. Some new sports, maybe a map expansion, and better systems for the stuff we already have. The world, the sports, the freedom, it's all there. They just need to keep building on it and not let it go quiet for too long. Anyway, that's all for me now. Let me know what you want to see next. New sports, new maps, maybe a dirt bike career. Leave a comment. And as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!